Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to the final episode of the Choking Hazard podcast.
I told you we wouldn't make it to April. Told you. I told you.
Final episode to be
Pulling
uploaded
out for the homies.
to my main channel. Because we got a new channel!
Whoa!
Whoa!
A new channel. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Before we get into that though, I will introduce my co-hosts. Sugar-free Nos over that side.
Hi.
RDT over there.
Hey, people.
And we got our producer MB Hammer in the background as well, helping us out. So, yeah, we this is going to be totally. This is going to be if you're listening to this on Spotify or iTunes or wherever it is.
All five of you.
All five of you who listen to this as an actual audio podcast. This isn't going to affect you whatsoever. Just don't worry about it. Continue listening, and that'll be fine. But for those of you who watch on YouTube, we're moving to a new channel. Now, the reason for this is because we also want to do some gaming. Was it last podcast that we mentioned this? This idea came about? I don't know whether it was the pre-show or the actual podcast, but...
Was it even on the podcast? I think it was after in private, wasn't it?
Or maybe,
No, I dropped it on you during the podcast.
Yeah,
okay.
it was. Yeah, near the end of last time. Yeah. So
No, it was like right in the beginning.
It's been so long ago. It's
it was.
really
Yeah,
hard
I mean
to
that was a month
listen
ago.
to
That was a totally different place I was in.
We were different people back then. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Times
Yeah.
changed.
Also, if you watch on Twitch regularly, it's not going to change anything there either. This is literally just for people who watch on YouTube.
YouTube
But
plebs.
we want to do some gaming. We want to play some games together. We got some plans for our first gaming night as well. That's going to end up on that channel. That we previously, obviously, the podcast was uploaded to my main channel. There was highlights and pre-shows and little random bits uploaded to my second channel. And then, it was like, where do we fit in the gaming with that? And it's just, let's just put it all on one channel. So whether it's pre-shows, random highlights of certain sections of the podcast, us playing games, it's all going to be on a separate channel, a third channel. When we get 100, we need 100 subscribers to even get a URL. We've got 6 right now.
So smash that like button, hit that subscribe button for monthly GTA content, okay?
Yes,
I don't
this
think
is
Nos
your
too happy with
one-stop
that.
shop for complaining about Grand Theft Auto. Hey, guys, did you know that the only thing fun to do in the game is racing? That's true. It's very true. We all agree.
That is
The
true.
whole game's bad.
Oh, I played the Doomsday Heists today. Well, the Act 2 of the Doomsday Heist because it was double money. Oh my god. I just realised how little fun I had from that. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're not getting it. If you want to listen to us get annoyed at GTA, you got to go to the other channel.
Yes.
So the channel does exist. The channel already has all of the previous uploads of the podcast. Every single episode. They're going to disappear on my channel, but they're going to stay unlisted. And
Yeah, so you guys can unsubscribe from Bruffy1322 and go subscribe to the new Choking Hazard podcast channel.
I'll record the way there already.
This is
That's
just
crazy. We're gonna get monetized.
But yeah, they've all been uploaded. That includes the pre-shows and the various highlights that were all on the second channel. They're all on that channel already. I've been doing work
In
since
order
the last podcast.
as well.
In order.
In
It's
the
all been
correct
uploaded in order as well, so every pre-show is just after the podcast and all that kind of stuff. The specific playlists for the podcast, the pre-shows, the highlights, and then obviously there'll be new playlists for gaming stuff. And the podcasts are gonna already, the original videos on my second channel have been unlisted. The same is gonna happen to the podcasts on my main channel, but you can get to the original videos from the videos on the new channel. So there's a link in the top line of the description that allows you to go back to the original video to see all the original comments and the original the original view numbers and stuff like that. It's just that everything's going to be on this new channel now. And this is the first episode that's going to be on the new channel. Before I say...
So let's make it a good one.
Yeah, let's make it a good one. Before we finally transition, let's say, to the new channel. The link for the new channel is going to be in the description of this video on my main channel. It's going to be youtube.com/chokinghazardgaming. when we get the ability to have a custom URL, which those of you who are watching live are already doing by subscribing right now. So thank you. And our plan for our very first game night is to go back to OG GTA.
Where it all started.
Where it all started for all of us.
Oh.
All three of us were on Xbox 360 back in the day from 2013. And we're going to go back to Xbox 360 all on the same night, look at each other's garages, basically have like a time warp back into 2014, do some races, you know, just have a bit of fun. And the only way you're going to be able to see that, if you're not watching live on Twitch, is to subscribe to the new channel. So that's the only place. It's not going to go up on my channel. It's not going to go up on my second channel, anything like that. New channel for the Choking Hazard Gaming. That's where it's going to be. So, with that being said, if you're watching on the main channel, this is where things are going to end. This is it. This is all you're going to get. The rest of the show, we're going to be talking about Red Dead Online and its failure and how that might impact GTA 6, the next GTA Online, what's going to happen there. We're going to talk about Nos' new car.
Ooh.
I've got a brand new car!
What's behind door number 3? We already spoiled it. Shit. Okay, yeah.
The pre-show, which is normally locked for a week behind Patreon supporters. Patreon supporters normally get to see the pre-show a week early, and then you guys get to see it a week later. That's already uploaded on the second channel. If you're watching this on the new channel, everything is all ready to go. You can see the pre-show straight away, and you can see the rest of the show, the choke of the week, Nos' new car, more chat, latest comments, gaming news, all that kind of stuff. It's all on the new channel. So if you're watching this on the main channel, now's the time. Yeah. You got to click the link in the description.
Subscribe.
You got to go.
Click it.
You got to click it. You got to subscribe. You got to go watch the rest of the episode over there. And we can't even monetize that channel without 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So please go watch.
You're still here? Go. Click it.
Click it.
The link.
Go on.
You got to go now.
And that's it. That is the end of the Choking Hazard podcast on the Bruffy1322 YouTube channel.
And we're not even going to say goodbye because every single person watching this currently is going to go to the channel.
Yes.
So
we'll see you in a click's time.
Click it. Click the link.
All right, so let's move on then. So what have we got to talk about? I've got nothing else to talk about now. Are we done?
Yeah, no, I guess that's the whole.
Yeah. All right, so we'll see you all next month.
All right. See you in March.
I'm excited though. Sorry everybody. Sorry for you know.
Don't even no regrets. If you apologize.
But people were genuinely worried when I said this is the final episode.
No one was worried because no one watches this show anyway. People were waiting for the show to end. If anything, they're disappointed that it's not actually over. So
they're just happy that it's not going to be in their timeline anymore, and they can choose to not subscribe to it.
Yes. Wow. They're finally going, oh, a new Bruffy video. I wonder if it's random all or G-Fred, and it's the podcast, and they're disappointed. So
no one cares, indeed, as it was last time. So yeah, if you're not listening or watching live, then you've gone over to the new channel. So welcome to the new channel. Make sure to subscribe while you're here. So you keep.
If you're not watching it live, what are you doing with your life right now? Like, are you really that busy?
They're subscribing to the new channel on YouTube. That's what they're doing.
Are you really that busy that you can't take 2 hours? That's actually a lot of time. Like 2 hours of your day on a Saturday to watch me drink.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, to be fair, the content creator stream is now, the first 3 Saturdays of each month. So, everybody's used to having something to watch on a Saturday evening. Just pop over to Twitch for the podcast. That's all it takes. It's the same time. I put these in my watch later list and just never get around to listening. God damn it.
Yeah, well, Deviator is a scumbag. So we don't talk to him anyway.
Yeah. This is the 4th Saturday of the month, indeed. At least
pull up
right
your calendar and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are.
So.
Yeah. And next Friday is March 1st.
Wow. Time's ticking on.
Wow, it's already March.
We're all gonna die eventually. How crazy is that?
So,
Wait.
me quicker than...
Oh yeah, 28 days. Jesus, oh, bloody hell.
Wind.
That's it. We're gone.
Yeah.
This hasn't been a good introduction to the people have come over to the main channel. We haven't given people a reason to stick around much. We've just been talking about nonsense.
Should we just rant about Red Dead then? Does that,
Well,
does that sound like a good idea?
before we do, what are we excited about actually, like, going back to old gen GTA? What are you most, like, each of you most, excited to see back on that?
The viewership that we will get from the stream. That's the only thing to look forward to. because
That
Grand
is
Theft
all you
Auto
care
1
about
is a
now,
terrible
viewer
game.
numbers.
Yes. No, I don't know. It'll be kind of fun. I've kind of cheated. I played it somewhat recently before Red Dead came out, for like 20 minutes. So
720p, 20 FPS. Well, no, PS3 was 20 FPS. Xbox 360 was at least 25.
yeah, give it more credit. Yeah,
Probably more frames than the Xbox One, though.
that is true.
I'm looking forward to just going back into, like, everything will be. I haven't been on 360 since I stopped playing on it entirely and transferred my character to PS4. It'll be interesting
Yeah,
just
I
to
know
go
I've
to
gotta-
like see how it was, how I left it.
I know
Yeah,
I've
I
got
want
a
to see
bunch
what my
of
cars are, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all of my cars are like scumbag cheater cars because that's back when I would have people bring cars from single player into multiplayer for me. So I've got a bunch of stupid, interesting cars in dumb colors. So
Okay.
I have a total of 6 garages because I had 2 characters.
Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be the first bit of game. Like, we're planning not to just play GTA. We're planning to sort of play a wide variety of games, and like I said, it will go up on that new channel. But we're gonna start with GTA because it's GTA, and old gen GTA at least makes it something different. So that'll be the first thing that we do together. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about having a new channel and making it its own thing. Right.
Yeah, it's time to push the baby bird out of the nest. See if this baby will fly. That's
3
that's
years later, and it's a long childhood for this baby bird.
Hey, man.
Fortnite was
do?
posted in the chat. We're going to play some Fortnite.
I would be down for it, but I doubt you
I
guys
would
are.
kill myself. I want to play Fortnite.
That's actually something that I wanted to talk about was like battle royale games in general because what is it called? Apex Legends.
I was just about to
came
talk
out.
about that. That's a 3-person team, isn't it? Like, on that game.
Yeah, I played one round of it and it wasn't great.
Oh, really?
I mean, it seems great. I didn't know how to play it, so
I played Call of Duty Blackout like a couple weeks ago, and it was boring.
This is going to be great. You're giving people a great advertisement for subscribing to the channel for new gaming content. Oh, this was boring. Oh, I didn't like
I
that.
hate games.
Well,
There'll be no
look, I
games for us to
dropped
play.
down, I found a knife. Someone else found a shotgun. I died, and that happened like 15 times. It was
wow, that is extremely bad luck. The only thing you found was a stick and you tied a rock to it, and someone came at you with a bazooka and just blew you up.
No, the one time I found a bazooka, it did no damage, and I died to someone punching me or something like that.
Jesus.
But I was thinking that, Apex Legends, people seem to be really enjoying it. It's 3 people on a team. Maybe it's something to look at. I don't know. I mean, it's free to play. So,
I mean, how many are there of us? There's 3 of us, right? If we
Yeah.
count.
but then
correctly,
we do
if
want to
he's-
start bringing in, like... I was just going to say... We do want to bring in Hammer into the games. We want to bring in other people as, like, guests
Hammer
as
can
well.
just replace me. I
So-
don't want to play Battle Royale. Just let him take my place. He can talk in his southern accent, and
I was hoping you'd replace me.
oh no.
All right, well, that's a non-starter then, clearly. I've never played a Battle Royale game, though, to be fair, so I can't really say. I would probably just get hooked on it, and then,
I
that
doubt
my
it
channel
with
would turn
Hammer.
into... No, I don't think so. It's not my kind of thing, but...
You
We
can't-
play with
you're
viewers.
terrible.
Yeah, totally.
Nah,
Anyway,
do you like
I
Rocket
gotta
League?
play with viewers. I didn't agree to this. I don't want to play with them. Oh.
Nas, do you like Rocket League?
Yeah, I love Rocket League. but Bruff
Bruffy.
doesn't like it.
I
don't
don't
like
mind it. I'm just terrible at it.
That's fine. I'll carry you guys.
I can.
I'm not so bad that you have to carry me.
I can give you some coaching beforehand if you want, bruv.
I don't have time.
Yeah, we could all four play. We could play 2v2s on Rocket League. Yeah, we can play cross-platform now in like public. That update.
Oh yeah, that's
came
true.
out.
Yeah,
I also have a PlayStation 4, so like there's that.
I think I
What do you
bought
have
Rocket
now?
League on like 2 platforms, so like, now the crossplay is in is totally useless. But
Yeah, that is true.
anyway, that's
Get on
for
the
the
Switch.
future. We're playing GTA for the first session of gaming. We'll work out when that's going to be and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll let you know what the rest's going to be.
Yes, but the first time, it's gonna be old GTA
Yeah.
because it's got to be GTA to bait you people in because that's all you want to watch.
Speaking of GTA, I wanted to just touch on a topic that when I mentioned that I wanted to talk a little bit about GTA, Nos was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to leave if you talk about GTA anymore." But then I explained what I wanted, and it's a little bit different to just the normal. I'm sick of GTA 5 and this is stupid. I'm curious about what you guys think is actually going to be the future of this game. Well, not necessarily GTA Online, but what are they going to do with the next GTA and GTA Online incarnation? Because we've seen with Red Dead Redemption 2, they created a great single-player experience. And most people have said that the online is just lackluster.
That's putting it lightly.
Putting it very lightly. And it almost seems like, it's a non-starter already. They're probably, whatever they could do to it now, they've lost so many people already.
Yeah.
And we've got so much stuff in GTA Online now, and all the people who love all this futuristic weaponized nonsense, even us who like all the races and the special things that we can do in race creation and all that kind of stuff, you've got to expect that none of that is going to be in the next iteration of GTA, or at least to start with. How can they possibly, what could they do to actually create something that people are going to want to play after having given us everything that you could possibly think of, and to the point of being crazy? Now, what are they going to do? Got any ideas?
They have really backed themselves into a corner, haven't they? I don't think the success or failure of Red Dead is going to have any effect on what GTA Online is going to be in the next game. And I said this when we were completely, predicting what Red Dead Online was going to be. I said, I just don't think they'll be able to monetize it the same way because they can't put out as much stuff in that era of the Wild West unless they start saying like, oh, aliens visited 1890 and they left these special laser guns, but you gotta buy them. Like, you can't do that in Red Dead, or people will be like, well, this is stupid as hell. So I think they're just going to keep on doing they're just going to like copy and paste exactly what they did on GTA 5.
Do you think they would keep like
100%?
Okay. See, I was kind of looking. I've often said that the way that GTA 5 has gone, it started out kind of bare bones, GTA Online at least, like GTA 3 did back in the day. Then it got to a nice happy medium, a good point where we were all enjoying it and there was great stuff going on, like Vice City was back in the day. And then it went crazy towards the end, and that's kind of what San Andreas was like. It was just crazy. There was also, it went full, turned everything up to 11, and it was, San Andreas. I'm not saying San Andreas was bad or anything, but the people who now like GTA as it is right now are going to have the same experience for the next GTA as people did back when they were playing San Andreas and they got GTA 4. And a lot of people, I don't know whether you can remember when GTA 4 released, a lot of people were like, this is so underwhelming, this is so boring, this is so dark, I don't like how things drive. I feel like the same thing could potentially happen with the next GTA because they've done so much now. There's no further to go, and they can only go backwards in terms of, craziness. Which, I love GTA 4, but the majority of people, I don't think did.
At the time, it's kind of like how a cult classic movie becomes popular afterwards. People,
Yeah, but what I mean is
think recognize it for its greatness now.
Especially with the success of GTA Online, they're going to want it. They're not going to want it to just be, a GTA 4 where it called classic sort of thing.
It's hard to look at a game as a game that is a sequel. It's hard to look at it as an individual game in the moment of it just coming out, I think. Because you're expecting it to be a follow-up to what was previous. Now we can look at it as its own individual product, and we're not coming off of just having played San Andreas and wanting more of that, and then you get something different. So, it's definitely all on the timing of when you play a particular game, I think.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just thinking, what are they going to do with the next GTA to stop that happening? Because they don't want that to happen. Obviously, they want to continue to make the next GTA Online.
Grand Theft Auto on a piece of paper, people will buy it. I don't think they've got to really try.
Yeah, I guess it's a completely different thing to Red Dead, where it's not necessarily it doesn't appeal to the majority.
Yeah, you have to convince people to buy Red Dead Redemption. I feel you don't have to convince people to buy Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
that's true. Just go out and buy it because it's Grand Theft Auto.
But do you think this is?
It could be trash, and it will sell 100 million its first weekend without anybody being able to review it.
That's true. I mean, the single player part, yeah, maybe, but then what about the online part?
I mean, look at Liberty City Stories. Liberty City Stories is probably the most lackluster GTA that's ever been made, and that's still the #1 selling game on the PSP platform, by a wide margin. People just went out and bought it because
it's GTA.
It says GTA on the box, and Liberty City Stories was not that great of a game, but it's still,
The Ikari Warrior, louder for the people in the back for Bully. I want Bully now. I need it.
Yeah, I agree. I'd like Bully.
I see. I didn't play the original, so I should probably
go play Bully. Go.
So angry.
Can you count on your hands and feet how many games you've played in your life?
Outside of streams, probably. The amount of games that I've played, as Let's Plays and stuff on streams, is probably outweighing the number of games I played previously before that in my life. Or at least, game series. I played multiple games from the same series. But when you look at different types of games...
Just go play Bully. Bully is not a long game by any stretch of the imagination. It's not a big undertaking to go play Bully like Red Dead was. So it's a pretty short game, I would say.
It's fun too because it's classic Rockstar.
Yeah, but do you think they're gonna go back to stuff like that? Do you think they would? Modern Rockstar. I hope
so.
In terms of single player experiences, we talked a lot before Red Dead Redemption came out about do we still have faith in them? I still have faith in them for a single-player experience because they didn't let me down at all.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, absolutely.
Red Dead Redemption, really. So...
Dutch asks you the whole time in Red Dead 2. He tells you, you just gotta have some faith, Arthur. But I think to this day, personally, I think Bully has the best hand-to-hand combat system of any Rockstar game.
Well, that's not a high bar.
That's my opinion, and I like it. I actually do like the way the combat flows in that game.
Yeah,
it's a fun combat system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I will.
It's quite meaty combat as well.
Yeah, if you play it on PC, you'll have to install Silent Patch, but it's very easy. And it's like a drag and drop thing. Because it doesn't run on Windows 10. Because
I didn't play Warriors. I've always wanted to.
Yeah, I never played that either. I would like to play that game.
I guess that whole game is hand-to-hand combat, so it better be good.
Do you think that games in general are suffering from the expectation? Because Anthem is released, and people are kind of meh about that. Games are just so many games get released now, and they seem like they're just there's nothing that keeps them alive for a while. And I feel like Red Dead Online had that same issue. We had this great Red Dead Redemption experience. People were eager to replicate that online in a multiplayer experience, and there was just nothing there. And I don't know whether it's because these game companies can't do so much with an online experience before they actually get people playing it and seeing what people want, or they think they can put out something and iterate on it over the years. But I feel like if you take that and it doesn't click, then you've lost half of the people, or the majority of people who tried it and then never going to pick it up again.
Well, it's just the game developers releasing these incomplete online experiences, which then puts a sour taste in your mouth, and then you don't play it again. I haven't played the game since December, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, because I have no reason to go back to it. And even with these updates that are going to come out shortly, unless I watch somebody stream and I see a wealth of content there, I'm not going to go back for some jackets and a couple of new maps.
Yeah.
It's these incomplete experiences that are really killing it. Yeah.
I thought the story was fun until it ended. I thought it was a fun little thing to do those missions with your buddies, and it was somewhat competent of a story and was entertaining. But the fact that it's only a third of it, if that, is like, how long has it been? 3 months since missions came out?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the online missions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the online portion, I could always go back to the single player of Red Dead and find something to do that will keep me entertained for like an hour.
That's what Red Dead Online needs. If they need repeatable content, I think that like the original Red Dead multiplayer had. I think that's the number one thing that they need to focus on. And if they add just a wealth of maps, not game modes, but maps to the existing game modes, then I think that would be one way to do it. They could also do like a gang hideouts thing or something like that, but it has to be easy to repeat and fun to repeat, like gang hideouts and PvP was in the original. Yeah, I think that's the way that they save the game, and that's the way that I would come back as well.
But it almost feels like they also, they release a watered down version of what the single player is. Like they don't include everything that you can do in the single player in an online experience, and then naturally people are going to play the single player and then go to online, expect to be able to do things that they've done for 40, 50 hours in the single player, and you can't do it. So what's the point?
Yeah, it's not as watered down as you would think. I mean, a lot of the features from the single player are there.
But the reason to do them
certainly
isn't
not
really
to the
there.
same degree. Yeah, like what they can't do is release content like the missions they are in the current state, right? Because it's a hassle to replay the missions. There's really no reason to. Like it has to be repeatable content. That's the number one thing the game needs right now. So.
Yeah, it's funny because just GTA Online is the same thing. It's like a watered down version of what the single player is in a way. And Rockstar might have to come to the conclusion that they're just not that good at doing online. Like Call of Duty, as much as people like to make fun of them and kind of goof on them, was it that bad of an idea to cut the single player when all the majority of people actually buy Call of Duty for is the multiplayer anyway? I personally like the single player experience sometimes to just go in and have some mindless NPC killing. But, focusing on what you do best is probably a better business model than trying to just shoehorn some half-assed attempt at online.
But you can't have recurring income from a single player experience as a one-time purchase. Yeah, so you've got to have that multiplayer
DLC.
there. Well, even then, that's still just another one-time purchase.
You're not going to be making the billions.
Cards are buying the same thing over and over and over and over again.
But I mean, GTA Online was very sparse and a very watered down version of the single player game, and that was okay back in 2013, I think, because it was. I mean, when you think back in 2013, GTA Online was totally new. No one had ever really done that before to that degree.
But you still had a lot of stuff to do if you really think. And I guess we'll see on our gaming day.
And
you had You could do missions. You could do the missions. You could buy and store cars and buy property. You could race. You could do death matches. You could do what else was it? There was races. There was death matches. There was
Gerald missions.
well, those are under contact missions. There were some like PvP style missions in there too. I think there were a couple.
There was a few free mods things you could do, like getting cars for Simeon and stuff like that. Back when you could actually get money that meant a damn for that kind of stuff. But
but there was a lot to do.
There was, but what I mean is like back then, that was okay because people hadn't really gathered any expectations of such a huge game like that. Whereas now, every single game that comes out, it seems like there's more expectation for it to be this huge thing that you're going to devote all your time to, and there's so much to do. I don't know whether any game can really live up to that in the format of what a GTA would be as a big open world. And a new GTA certainly can't live up to the expectations of an old GTA Online as it is now, because half of the stuff that's in GTA Online now, it's just not going to exist in the new GTA because they can't. And outside, I think that's why these Battle Royale games are so popular, because you do the same thing over and over again, but it's different every time. And different games have their own spin on it, whereas you're not trying to create this whole thing with so many different things to do, but the expectation from a Battle Royale game is you're going to go in, have some fun, game over, done, you might win, you might not, and then you repeat. And that's enjoyable to some people. Many people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
I just find it interesting.
And personally, I do like Battle Royale. I think that it's fun. I don't think, until Fortnite came out, I don't know if I had more fun winning a game than being like the last person out of 100. It's a really cool concept, and it's been around forever. You kill people and you survive.
Yeah. I need to try a Battle Royale game at some point, I guess. Maybe we'll do it on a game night.
With your shooter ability, it's not going to happen.
That's true.
I mean, maybe you could play it on console. If you played on console, you'd probably do better.
Yeah,
if you played one on PC, you'd be real dead. Maybe on console, you'd just be dead.
Unless there's a Gears of War Battle Royale in the next Gears game, but no one would play that anyway, because it's Gears of War and people don't play it. 50 subscribers to the new channel, by the way. Thank you those in the chat who are watching live.
Get more subscribers.
Halfway there.
Let's go.
Halfway there to the URL.
We're halfway to our goal.
Yeah. All right. So, Nos.
Yes. Huh? What?
You bought a car recently.
I did.
Did he?
I did buy a car.
It's going to be a surprise to people. Do you want to tell us about it?
Is it a surprise? I found a...
Is it a Prius?
No, it's not a Prius. It's not a Prius. Although it probably has less power than a Prius. Yes. But, yeah, I did it. I bought a Miata. I bought one.
Woo!
I went and got it Thursday. So,
it's on the screen right now for those who are watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't take any pictures because I'm not a vain teenager that has to document everything. That photo was just to prove that I was still alive after a 13-hour trip to Georgia. So, that was just proof of life and ownership. It wasn't... I'll take some more pictures and, I didn't know Nos was a homosexual. Yeah.
Oh. All right, it's 2019. Who still makes those jokes?
Everyone
get more creative. That joke's been around for what, 2019 years? Come on, man. Think of something else.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess I'll tell you a little bit about the purchase. I bought it for $4,100, and it has 170,000 miles on the chassis. But the engine is fully and completely rebuilt by it was a professional guy. I talked to him both on the phone and when I went and got the car, and he really knew what he was doing. He was a professional mechanic, professional shop and he did everything right. And the engine has just over 16,000 miles on it since its rebuild, so it's pretty much brand new. The condition of the car is really good. The paint's good. The interior's decent quality. The dash does have a couple of cracks in it, but I have, along with the purchase, I didn't just get the car. I got a brand new dash that's flawless. I got a set of wheels, so 4 more wheels plus the ones that are on the car currently. All new carpet for the entire interior, as well as some other odds and ends as well. So I think I did pretty good. And I think I got a fair price for it. I didn't argue with the woman who sold it to me, so I felt it was fair.
So
just get some flex tape for that dash, man.
Flex tape.
Well, I've got that brand new dash, so
you got a new dash. I don't believe you, Nos.
Yeah, I mean,
well, if you want to see the new dash, you can watch the pre-show where I did the dash reveal.
We did see the dash on the pre-show.
Exclusive. Pre-show exclusive dash reveal. So
I mean, the first time that we spoke about this, we were obviously taking the mic and having a bit of fun with it.
You were memeing pretty good.
How long ago was that? I can't remember. Have you been consistently searching since that?
Since before that, well before that, I've been looking for one. Yeah.
But you got to the point where you could, afford one now, and
yes,
you found the right one. Everything just came together.
Yeah.
How far away was it?
It was like, I don't know. Here, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, in the pre-show, Nas pulled out his dash, and it reminded me of a story from when I was in college. Whenever we would go out to parties, my roommate and I, we would walk around the streets of suburban Philadelphia inebriated because we were adults, people. And we would always find pieces of cars that were just in the street, like hubcaps. And one time we found a bumper, and we would just grab it and carry it back to our apartment because drunk us was trying to build a car.
Did that work out for you? Did you actually build one?
Nah, we had to throw out all those pieces when we were moving out. My mom was like, what is going on in this closet? I'm like, we were trying to build a car. And she was like, wow, I paid how much money for you to go to college, and this is what you did? I was like, what? Oh, yeah.
Good job.
It was about 350 miles away. That's how far away the car was. It was a nice haul. It took us 4 hours to get there or so.
Okay.
It was a good distance away. I went with my uncle. He was very nice and agreed to trailer it back for me. Where we got it from Peach County, Georgia. That's where it was. And this place is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen, I've got to say. It was it was a beautiful place. It was just apparently one guy owns the entire county, and it was fields of peach trees and pecan trees in perfect line as far as the eye could see, perfect line to the road. It was beautiful. It looked like, and the houses there looked like, it looked like Braithwaite Manor. I'm going to be honest with you. if you want a Red Dead analog, it was like that in real life.
They were like plantation homes.
Yeah, it was a beautiful place.
That wasn't just Miata goggles, was it? It's just the excitement
No, it was a beautiful place.
So what's your plan with the car? You gonna lend it to me to do some racing or something? Or you're actually gonna use it yourself, and be really selfish?
You're gonna buy a leather jacket and drive up to the mall with a lollipop in your mouth and hit on high school girls?
Is that what people in Miatas do? I mean,
I don't know. It's red and it's a convertible, so
yeah, it'd probably work. So I don't know if a leather jacket's the right choice.
Out of that entire sentence, the leather jacket was the wrong choice in that.
Yeah, not hitting on high school girls.
Well, I mean, I get older, right? I mean, it's Alabama. Come on, it's Alabama.
That's what I love about high school girls. I keep getting older, and they stay the same age.
Yes, they do.
All right.
So,
well, congratulations.
Thank you.
What are your plans for it? Are you gonna just, are you gonna take it? You're just gonna enjoy driving it? Are you gonna use it as a daily driver, or what are you gonna do?
Well, I still have my GM shitbox out there, so my '90s GM shitbox. So I'll probably drive that in the rain and, not great conditions or on very short trips. So I'll still use that as like my daily driver. But sun's out, of course I'll take the Miata. That's
sun's
how I'm
out, guns out.
Yeah.
Cool. Good job.
So yeah,
it's like the realization of a dream.
Unemployed, and I have a weekend car, so I think I'm doing all right.
But I mean, how do you feel now that you've got it? Because you were saying that that's your dream. That's it. The dream car. There's nothing beyond that. How does it feel?
Yeah, well, you'll have to ask me again next podcast in about 2 years, because I've only driven it once so far because I haven't gotten insurance sorted and the registration sorted and everything like that. So you'll have to. Hopefully, I intend sneak peek for next episode. I'll try to kind of wire it up to where I'm doing the podcast from the car.
Okay.
So
that's gonna be so uncomfortable.
That'd be interesting.
It's not gonna be that bad. I have a wireless microphone, and my window is 3 feet from the concrete pad that I parked the car on. So I can just get the wireless mic and sit down there in the car, and it'll be fine. So.
Is that? Should we just all do that? We'll just all do the podcast from our cars.
I don't think RDT can get that sorted.
No, I don't want to get mugged. What are you doing? I'm doing a podcast about what?
Yeah.
Video games, and then they just probably beat the
Give me
crap
money.
out of me.
You're living in.
As far as owning it, I mean, I don't think it's really sunk in yet that I actually own it, but it's it's nice. It's nice.
Let's just say when Nas was done driving it, you could crack his underwear in half because they were soiled. He was so excited.
Yeah.
The first time he saw those lights pop up.
I always figured I would either never find one that was a good example, or I would never have the money, basically, because I'd looked for so long.
Yeah.
It would either be, it's got 180,000 miles on it, and it's stanced with a straight pipe, and we want $5 for it, or this is pristine condition. I'm gonna need 8,000 or something stupid. You know? So I found one that was, taken care of. It was garage kept. It was an older woman driving it, so not some moron kid. And it's stock. There's nothing that's not stock. Although the only modification that's been done to it is that the early Miatas, the 89s, the 90s, and maybe some of the 91s, I think, I'm not sure, they had what was called a short nose crankshaft, and those would fail, and it would be cheaper to just get a new engine than replace that. This one has the long nose crankshaft from the later models, so it's a 90 engine, but it has that improvement from the later ones. That's the only thing that's not stock about it. So.
And it has pop-up headlights. The most important thing of the entire thing is the pop-up headlights.
Yes,
of course.
Yes, the pop-up and the headlight motors work excellently. They are in very good condition. The headlights are great. And I have all of the receipts from the engine rebuild as well, and it was about $2,500 for the full engine rebuild.
Okay.
So
nice. So it's we're all moving up in the world. Like when I saw. Because obviously these guys knew about the new channel before you guys did, and I saw RDT. He left a comment on the very first episode of the podcast on the new channel, as in the original. I saw your comment.
I don't.
You don't remember doing that? It was something like
so drunk.
Okay, I gotta find it now. Because
what?
Well, I was gonna say one more thing. I can't remember what it was though. I'm lost.
Good podcasting.
Yeah.
Wait, the first one on the new channel?
On the like the very first episode of the podcast, and that episode on the new channel, you left a comment on it, saying something about oh these guys who look at these guys all fresh faced and rosy cheeked or something like that.
So full of joy and confidence, and then all of a sudden harsh realities of the world just struck us down and put us in our place.
Well, I can't bear to go and even I don't want to even look at it. Like, I uploaded it and everything, but I'm not even going to watch it or anything. But
I've actually removed all the mirrors in my house so I don't have to look at myself, so I'm definitely not.
But I can kind of remember like the situation that we were in for that podcast. We were all in different locations. RDT looks
well, I was in the same
super
location.
young.
I was still in school.
Yeah, and look at us now, moving on, moving up, and in three podcast time, we'll all have kids and stuff.
I'm moving up.
3 podcast time. Interesting.
I remember what I was going to say though.
Oh, okay, go on then.
My Miata is a 1990. It is actually a 1990, which was the first production year of the car, actually. So. That's kind of cool.
It's the right it's the right specification that you wanted, right? It's not like because I know you didn't want the non-pop-up headlights or whatever, but you actually got the exact type that you wanted originally.
Yeah. The first the NA, the first generation, is from 90 to 97.
Okay.
So or from 89 to 97.
So. Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty much exactly what I wanted.
Okay.
Okay, what I said was, wow, what a throwback. So innocent, so inexperienced, so unprofessional.
Now do you remember writing it or still no recollection?
No. I don't.
Good job on that one. We actually had a comment from somebody completely random before anyone even knew about the channel. I need to find it actually. Like someone must have just come across an episode randomly after I'd uploaded them all. And left a comment.
That's weird. Was it in Russian? I bet it was in Russian.
No, 5 days ago. So this was, before anyone knew about it, apart from us three and Mike Hammer. On
Did we
the
have
episode.
A leak?
What?
Did
Russian
we have a
hackers.
Well, I mean, the videos were uploaded. And people could have found them if they'd searched hard enough, I suppose. But I guess then people probably not searching in anyway. But it was on the episode. Microtransactions are destroying our favorite games. It has 1 view and 1 like, probably from this same person. From Daniel Dan, Take-Two is becoming next EA. That was his comment. It was so random.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Wow. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel Day.
Daniel
Lewis.
Daniel Dan.
Oh,
Double Dan.
Daniel Dan. Danny Dan.
The first actual comment.
Dan.
All right, so
Daniel Day Lewis was just watching our podcast.
And yeah, if you want to see the Dash reveal, check the pre-show. That's on the new channel as well. So we'll open up the phone bank if anyone has any questions.
Already?
Well, I mean, I don't have anything else unless. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to ask. RDT, how is it? How are you enjoying, your new life in living alone and in the big city and all that? How's it going?
It's so lonely, man.
Oh yeah.
No, it's fine. I really like it. It's way better than what I was doing before, which was commuting like an hour and a half both ways to work every day.
In New York traffic as well.
Yeah, 5 days a week. That sucked. Trains were packed, and I would get home at like 7:30 on a good day.
Yeah,
because I work 9 to 6 anyway. But whatever.
What small building do you work at again?
It's relatively new. I was about to say some terrible shit, but
it went through rapid deconstruction and then was that
I'm
what
staying
you
away
say?
from all of that.
Yeah, you just stay over there. First new podcast, we're already demonetized. We're demonetized before we can.
Well, we can't be monetized anyway. We don't have the viewer numbers for it, so we're all right. We can't be demonetized. It's free reign.
I remember seeing somewhere online, someone said, like, if you watch it in reverse, it's about somebody that builds buildings with airplanes. So,
God,
What?
I work in the World Trade Center. I'm probably going to get fired on Monday because of this conversation. But
I won't fire
Yeah.
you. They'll just fire me. I'm the one who said the bad stuff.
Yeah, and so now I have like a 20-minute commute. If I was to get home, I like the same time that I used to, I would leave an hour later than I used to.
yeah.
So
That's a massive like lifestyle switch though. Like to be able to then you're constantly thinking, wow, I would have had to leave an hour and a half ago or something. Like that. I would have been home an hour later. I'm home now, but I would have been on a train or whatever.
Which means I can sleep in later.
Yeah.
Like I can sleep until 8 o'clock now at the latest, and I would have had to get up at 6 o'clock to be ready for work and out the door by 7:10. Like. It's insane.
In terms of the because I imagine living in the city is obviously going to be more expensive, but the cost.
Well, I'm not in New York City.
Okay, but you're at least sort of closer. You must be in a more built-up area than you previously were, right?
Yeah, kind of. It's like more of an up-and-coming neighborhood. In New Jersey. It's been. I mean. Actually, I just found out recently because my old roommate told me that George R.R. Martin was born in Bayonne, which is where I live now.
In his very apartment.
On this couch is where he was born. And wrote.
Those M&Ms are actually his. He left them there.
This was his pet chihuahua, his childhood dog. Which leads me to believe that the entire just idea of Game of Thrones was like the Targaryens are from Staten Island, Manhattan is Westeros and King's Landing, and like I'm just seeing everything in a different light now because I thought he was some I don't know, European fella that just grew up thinking about knights and shit, but he's just some dude from New Jersey.
You're seeing all these party lines being drawn.
Yeah, what a loser. I'm like, what are Dothraki? What are they, like Pineys? What the hell, man? Like, you don't even know what that means, but the Pine Barrens are like a place in South Jersey where the Jersey Devil is supposedly from.
I remember that one episode of The Sopranos. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. So it's really great. It's improved my quality of life.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. Is like any additional cost that you have? I mean, because obviously the cost to commute as well, you got to take into account. I'm guessing it's not going to be that much of a difference overall to your cost to live, but is it worth
I would say like $400 more probably
than what it was in your previous situation.
Yeah,
but is it worth that?
100%.
Yeah.
Just the fact that I can sleep in is a blessing.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And everything is just the way. Well, it's not the way I want it right now. It's still messy from our last episode. But it's funny because when's our next episode? Will be the 30th of March?
No, it'll be the same because it's February as 28th, so it should be the same date. 23rd. Yeah, 23rd of March.
Every 4th. Okay, well, that Tuesday, like the Tuesday after our next episode, will be 1 year at my job.
Oh, okay.
Already.
Wow.
Already?
That's crazy. It almost seems like it was just 2 months ago.
God, we're old.
Yeah.
Jesus. I suppose when you only have 2 podcasts a year, then I suppose time
yeah. Oh, see, now even you're on getting on the train.
I just gotta be part of it. All right. Good job, everybody. Apart from me, I'm getting kicked out of my house, so I'm going to be going
what
down. The landlord of the house that we're living in right now wants to sell it and move to Australia or something. So, yeah, that puts us in a great position.
Wow.
Yeah. So you two are going up. I'll probably be going down, but I'll see you on the way.
All right. We'll high five on
Yeah.
the way out.
So let's open up the phone bank.
I'm going to grab 2 more beers because I set myself up very inappropriately for the start.
Okay. I like that. I guess one of the benefits of being on a different channel now is that we can be a bit less professional and not worry about it too much.
Wait. Less professional? Is that possible?
Well, at least
Yes.
at least we were trying to be professional. Now we don't even need to try
I
as much.
just made a 9/11 joke. Are we
this is
seriously
fun.
talking
That's
about
what I mean.
professional?
Like, if that was on the main channel, I'd be like, oh,
Let's just go all in and talk about that one woman streamer that got banned for saying there were 2 genders. Let's just get right in there.
What?
Oh yeah, I remember that. See,
Yeah,
I
you
would
remember
never
that?
have even entertained the chance of talking about something like this on the main channel. But I suppose, having a third channel, being on the podcast channel, we can just, we're not even going to be monetized anyway because we
We're
don't have enough
freeballing,
viewers,
baby.
So just go for it.
Yeah. That's why we're gonna open up a Patreon so we can be.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's open up the
Patreon
phone
page
bank.
near you.
Yeah,
First.
what? Paid $3 a month and hear Nos make a Holocaust joke. That's what you get for going on the second
Well,
channel.
I would never joke about that. All right, it has been too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Dude, don't joke about the Titanic, bro. That's like, come on, man. It's way too soon.
I need to start drinking for these podcasts to get through them.
Now
If
it's on the
gonna
second
go
channel,
like
you
this.
can.
Yeah, that's true. Right, we'll open up the phone bank if you got any questions you want to ask us about anything related to what we talked about or elsewise, whatever. Go in the phone bank and we'll answer some questions. But it's time for our gaming news segment. And normally I've got a list of all these different topics of gaming news.
Yeah, there's nothing.
There's nothing. Then there's just an open bracket and then a closed bracket. There's nothing inside it. So
There's news for Twitch affiliates. They're getting extra emotes now.
Oh wait,
Oh, yeah, I
hey,
saw that.
Wow, whoa! I don't care anymore.
Which has obviously triggered Nos, because of course.
Yeah, the day after I decide to stop streaming, I get
yeah, affiliates and partners get more emotes, but I remember I looked at it and thought, oh, this could be interesting. I wonder how many emotes I'm gonna get, and it doesn't. It's only for the lower numbers of subscribers, so it's not like they're not increasing it across the board, and it's already once you get to a certain amount of subscribers, to get another emote slot, you've got to get another 100 subscribers. So it's kind of just they're just
maybe
bringing
I'll do
up
maybe I'll do a stream to get some more emote slots. Maybe,
I mean, it
maybe
goes
when we
based
do
on
the game night.
supposedly it goes based on like the amount that you had at your highest, like your maximum total. So whatever your
really?
highest number of subscribers would have been, that's how many emote slots you should have, I believe.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that
But they're
out
doing a sort of
then, 'cause
tiered
I-
release for it as well. Like, it's not going to be all just thrown at you immediately. Like, you'll get one emote slot in February and one
course.
emote slot in April, or something like that.
Of course.
Crackdown 3 came out.
I heard
That's a game.
there were many mixed reviews about it.
Were they mixed? I feel like they were kind of bad.
Oh, okay.
I streamed it. Yes, I did do a stream. I've actually done like 4
I know he
streams
did
this
because
month.
I watched him. I watched the
crazy.
stream.
Oh,
with
really?
my
You've
own
been doing
eyes. I
streaming? You're
laid down.
streaming now? Are you a streamer?
I've
That's what you're doing with
Dude.
your extra time?
I've been streaming so hard. It hurts. I've been like super streaming, dude.
It's been a
yeah.
constant stream of content.
Do you just get home, start the stream all night, then go to work the next morning?
Dude, yeah, man. I'm just it's a stream, It's crazy.
Like
but
a
yeah,
river of content.
just like it's a typhoon, bruh. Anyway, I streamed Crackdown 3. It's okay. It's not like reinventing the wheel,
Yeah.
because I don't know who reinvented the wheel. Charles wheel.
Well, the wheel's already pretty efficient, so I mean, there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
And that's why walls work. Remember, Donald Trump said so. He said, people say a wall is archaic. It's ancient. Well, you know what else is? It's a wheel. And wheels work. So because wheels still work, walls work. Okay? It's going to be the biggest wall.
I mean, this has taken a real nosedive, this podcast.
What? It's true. If you think about it,
walls
do
do
work.
work. Yeah, walls. I mean, yeah, walls work.
I guess.
Oh, fuck.
I guess.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
What we need to do is really just develop some kind of wall, maybe with facial recognition technology that can keep out certain races. That's what we're really looking for here. I think that would be the most efficient way.
This is teetering.
Isn't it? I mean,
why don't we just throw the entire podcast in front of a train? Like this shit's not working right now, dude.
Well, look, I'm just saying. You know, it would be very efficient.
I got no words. I got nothing.
Bruffy's too innocent. Nas, you and I need to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. But I mean, that brings up so many problems. Like, how do you decide? You know, how brown is too brown to be let through the wall? I mean, we'll have to go to Home Depot. We'll have to get one of those paint gradient things with the different shades. We're gonna have to pick where to stop. You know,
like if Becky goes on a vacation to Bermuda and gets her hairs in cornrows, is she going to be allowed back? And is she going to be mistaken for somebody? Like,
yeah, when she comes back through the port in Florida and has to go through the wall to keep all the Puerto Ricans out, you know.
I'm just saying, I wish that Puerto Ricans would come to this country legally. Is that so much to ask?
Yeah, I agree. These un-American Puerto Ricans they're flooding in over our southern borders. And,
there's this thing that my old roommate and I would do where we just pretend to be super right wing and we just text about the most ludicrous things and make up stupid shit like that. Like I'm just saying, if you're in Puerto Rico and want to come to this country, you gotta do it legally.
Yeah. For those that are maybe they don't know, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, and everyone there is a U.S. citizen.
They're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So this is a great gaming news segment
for comedy. Yeah, we're not talking about gaming news anymore, but I have to do that in real life so that I don't get assaulted.
Yeah, we would say things like,
great, keep it great, brother. I'm telling you.
Oh, these are the views that you have to have out in your real life to not get beaten up.
Yes.
Okay. That
it's
sounds
in the
like a great
Bible
place.
that you are required to carry a 44 Magnum. Jesus requires it. Okay, you have a right. If someone steps on your property, you are legally obligated to shoot them.
Legally obligated.
That's just in the Bible. Okay, Jesus said so.
Yeah, RDT's camera went into censor mode for a second.
I believe that's in Exodus. When God handed Moses the tablet, he also handed him an AR-15.
America, indeed. America.
Oh, my God.
I love my country.
It is the weirdest place in the entire universe.
It is very as an outsider looking in, it's so strange. I've got to say.
I know Venus is pretty odd. I mean, if we're talking about the universe,
at least it's consistent.
Yeah, it's just consistently terrible.
Interesting.
Like, say what you want about the moon, but it stays the way it is. It has for millions of years.
Until some morons went up there and played golf, messed it up.
Oh, God.
I don't know how we come back from this. I mean,
well, that never happened.
We just
that never happened, right, Nas?
What? Oh yeah, moon landing didn't happen.
Yeah, the moon landing's fake. That all happened in a Hollywood
definitely.
studio.
There's no way. I mean, come on, really? You think people went to the moon?
Yeah. If anything, Tupac is up there just hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, the moon landing is definitely not real. There's no way. No one.
Can we just become a conspiracy theory? Can we become the next
Yeah.
Alex Jones? I was having this discussion with my friend Jerry. We 100% could just become the next Alex Jones. It's super easy. And he's a
Yeah.
bio major, and he works for like a chemical company. And we're going to say that we created this product that harnesses the power of the sun. And you take that every day. But it can't be tested by the FDA because they're a government conspiracy program that keeps people from taking these supplements that enhance their human ability. And instead, they're approving products that poison them slowly.
Now say that 3 times angrier, and we've got it.
But would it be?
Joe Rogan, I want to fight you.
Would it be
I'm coming.
like everyone knows that it's ironic and we're being not serious?
Oh, I'm going to
or-
be
no,
dead serious.
You're gonna be dead serious
Dead
about it.
serious.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you know how we keep joking about canceling the podcast and everything. I'm kind of feeling like you guys need to go your own way on this one.
At least it'll be weekly.
Yeah, you got me there. That was a good one. That was a good Ben.
Good one.
Good job,
Good one.
dude. I got
Where do we
nothing
go from here?
left. I got nothing.
So moving on.
I got nothing.
Comments?
There's nothing. There's
Shall
no
we do
gaming news.
comments?
That was the gaming news segment.
Yeah, gaming news, and we immediately descended into
Crackdown.
ironic far-right political talk.
Welcome to Choking Hazard Gaming, everyone.
Welcome to the new
I'm
channel.
Just saying.
Last episode follow-up and comments, I guess.
Yeah,
Excellent.
hold on. I'm trying to find it. Give me a minute.
What are you trying to find?
I'm trying to find the old podcast, the last one, so
Oh.
I can look at the comments. It's been a year
Like
and a
70
half.
something.
I do actually, while you're looking for that, Nos, I do actually have one specifically for you.
Oh, good.
You'll like it. Nos, you have a talent at talking. You could do some podcast on your own, reviewing games and talking about other stuff. Your
Oh,
points
yeah,
of
I remember
views
that
are
one. That's just something
interesting.
sucking me off. I
You're a
just shook
quick
my head.
thinker. Your opinions can start a debate, and you're entertaining to listen to. And that's from viewer I was 20 in 2000.
I respectfully disagree with that man, but I appreciate his attempts to lift my spirits.
I remember
He
now.
has failed, but I appreciate it anyway.
Last episode was
Still-
the downfall of Nos, wasn't it? It was. Yeah.
Yeah. We're starting to come out of the hole now.
All right, that's good.
Just very slowly because I'm doing it behind the wheel of a Mazda Miata and it only has 110 horsepower.
But he gives a good point. You could be, on your dream of being on the radio, get an intern at the radio station or
dead
something.
format. Everyone listens to terrestrial radio. It's a booming industry right now. Booming.
People
There's
still
so
listen to
much money to be had.
people still listen to the
Hey.
radio, don't they? I don't know.
As
Yeah,
long
I
as people
don't.
drive
but-
cars. As long as people drive cars, they'll still listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're driving old
podcasts.
cars.
I mean, every day I drove to work, I would listen to the radio.
Yeah, there you go. That could be you. I mean, you could be a little bit
probably not.
enthused.
Or
but-
not. Yes. or not.
Oh, no. Well, fair enough.
No need to check your connection and see that the podcast died. That was just Nas not agreeing with what we were saying.
Yeah.
So, last episode follow up.
Yes, we have 74 comments in total on the last episode, which was entitled A Random Mix of Nonsense.
And the comment
What are we
was,
going to call this one?
No one cares, wasn't it?
Build
Yes,
that
the
wall.
comment- the
Build
comment-
that wall. That's what we'll call it.
The comment.
We're gonna build a wall between us and Bruffy1322's YouTube channel, and only let the good people in legally.
Oh, God.
Okay,
that's
so
so
bad.
what we asked people to say was no one cares is what we wanted because Nos was on a bit of a downer.
We will truly find out
Um,
how many people actually care, though, based on the subscriber numbers of the new channel. If we don't even reach 1,000 subscribers and be able to put in a monetization request, then that's it. I think that's
It's
time.
true.
That's it.
It's true.
Yeah, we'll just quit.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's the ultimatum. If we don't even get 1,000, that's it. It's over.
Oh yes, here we go. The comment. Yes,
I didn't agree with
excellent
this.
comment. I'm early, and I would like to request a first-person only G-Fred. I can't wait for those people to be gone from this comment section. I swear to God. If I see one G-Fred comment on the new channel, I'm gonna delete it. I don't know how I will, but I'll delete it. I'll delete the whole thing.
Next
That's
comment.
how the internet works.
The next comment for the new for this show is G-Fred.
No, if you comment G-Fred, you're banned. I will ban you from the channel. I have moderation rights. You will be banned from commenting if you comment about G-Fred. You
I
understand?
haven't added you as a moderator yet. I'm gonna leave it until we.
Add me as a moderator so I can then ban everyone who posts about G-Fred. Oh, I'm so sick.
How many
Every time I
people
hear
said how many people? What is
You
that?
don't know this?
No.
It's my for Christmas. We had to put my 17-year-old dog down in September.
Oh.
So-
did we mention that on the podcast? We did.
Now I feel bad.
I don't know. And his name was Fred. When I was in first grade, I wanted a boy dog named Fred. So my mom made these for myself and my sister for Christmas and put a bunch of old pictures of him. He was the cutest little mutt in the world.
Show
I
us
looked
some
at
more
this one time
pictures.
in my apartment and cried. Oh, okay.
Well, now I just feel like terrible.
Yeah, well,
serious,
you know,
dude?
now you know there's other things to live
Dude,
for.
you couldn't have done this after the podcast.
There's Fred
Aw,
in the
played
snow.
In the snow. Aw.
There's one of him with a little camera effects. He was a little Instagram model. You know?
Aw.
And then in his Christmas outfit that he didn't like, I don't think. Yeah.
See, and if you're listening to this, you got to go to the new channel to be able to go and
Oh.
watch it, and you might as well subscribe
look-
while you're there.
Look at, he could have been a show dog.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
I agree. That's a good one.
Bro,
Now
did
he's
you
dead.
honestly just try to cream some views out of RDT's dead dog there?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Gotta ring out those pennies and dimes, man.
And an extra one or two
It's
people
what he
from that would have
wanted.
been.
It's
yeah.
what Fred would have wanted. He
Oh,
would
yeah,
wanted.
Fred-
He would have wanted
Fred was
RDT to
a media
succeed.
whore.
Yeah, he was an
that's fine
Instagram dog. He would have got the idea.
Yeah, that's fine then. I take that back. I take that back.
Fred was a booty streamer. He was just like,
That's what I want written on my tombstone: is tell everybody is like and subscribe. Just,
Right, how many
I
people?
guarantee
every time I heard
That's on
G Fred,
someone's
made me think of
tombstone.
him.
Yeah. How many
Well,
people
You're
commented
dog
no
was a
one
good boy.
cares on the previous podcast?
37.
37?
How many comments were there?
Yeah.
74.
I'm going to go 30.
All right.
28.
All right. We're going by who's the closest, not
Always.
if anyone's over, because all of you are over because the answer was 27. So
Oh.
congratulations, RDT.
RDT
wow.
that's the closest.
Win.
One off.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
doesn't win, Drew. Stop.
He do- I'm not playing these games. This
See,
being
Nas
over.
and I both agree that it should be closest without going over.
But that makes no
like-
sense.
That's the only
What's
way
the
to
point
do
of
it.
that? And we're not playing whatever the game is right now.
Okay, fine then. So nobody wins this week.
Exactly.
Hey, sometimes that happens in life.
You
don't
should have
always
asked
win.
us to rebid. That's what.
I'm just
Bob
gonna
did.
say one every time, and then when you two inevitably
That's
go
a
over
strategy,
all the time,
but
I'll
it's
just
not
win.
going to work every time. You only say one if you think everybody's over and you're the last to bid. Because if you bid one, I'll just bid $2, and then RDT will bid $3 and win.
And then I'll win
Why
automatically.
are we basing this on American game show logic?
Because it's the best American
Because
game
it's
show that has ever been created.
50% American, this podcast.
Yes.
Actually, it's probably like 70% American because Nas is so American that it
Yes.
overrides your British.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I am driving a small Japanese sports car now, so my American. So I'm,
So
I'm a little
America,
less.
America was built on the back of other people's work. So
But,
man.
this was meant to just be a guessing game of how many. We don't want strategy in my guessing game of comments and numbers of comments of people. I don't want to have to think about, going over and stuff. I just want to see have a guess of how many comments, and whoever's the closest is the winner. Just keep it simple.
Well, it's a shame because it's the four of ours channel now. So,
Well, I'm
Yes,
gonna
we all have
I'm
a
gonna have it
debate.
in my mind that the winner of this week was RDT, regardless of the fact that he went over.
No.
I don't
See,
care what
look,
anyone
the winner
else
even
says.
says he's not the winner.
it's fine. That's fine.
The comment for this week is Gfred. Just
Backs up their
Gfred.
feelings.
Gfred
No.
anywhere in the comment is because it'll trigger Nos, and that's what I want. That's the comment.
So
And make me cry because I'll think about my dead dog. Thanks, bruv.
yeah.
Dick.
Okay, now I feel bad.
Absolutely.
That's pretty grim.
Yeah. Okay, now
But anyway.
Don't worry. I've been using these kinds of jokes as my entire life. My dad died when I was 8, so I was able to, brush that off too. I think my dog is fine.
Okay, is that true? You've never divulged that before, right?
I'm pretty sure I have.
You have.
I don't remember.
I don't
that.
remember that.
Either you've never said that before, or we're really poor friends, Ruff and I.
Probably a combination.
Maybe
of
we
the two.
just blocked it out and can't cope with the sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we probably did it on the episode where Ada the J was here.
I know we got
Yeah,
deep
man.
in one episode before, but I feel like
Yeah.
I would remember that. But my
feel
memory
like
is
I
getting
would
worse, I'm noticing, so maybe not.
We went deep in Ada the J's episode.
We
when
did.
We went real deep.
Yeah.
So
I miss that man. He was a good man.
Let's get him
Yeah.
on again.
he will be missed.
What? I mean, he's still around. I mean, we can just bring him back.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow. Who knew?
Okay.
We'll have to get deep in the
What's
next
next?
episode as well. We'll just get deep every podcast.
Isn't Xerxes gonna be on? I
Yeah,
don't think
she is in the
going
next
deep is the
episode,
right
yeah.
word you want to use there,
Yeah,
bro.
okay. Let's not. Let's
So,
not.
Until you
Xerxes,
get
what
married.
kind of loss have you experienced in your life? Be as
Yeah, let's-
detailed as possible.
let's not get that far into it, shall we?
Go ahead.
Bring back Raggedy Dan! Ho-ho! No, not doing that.
Yo, that episode sucked ass. Just so you know, I did not have any fun that day.
It was an episode.
He calls
Oh.
people homophobic slurs, but it's okay because it's ironic. It's ironic. Why do you have
man.
to be so PC?
Oh man,
Oh,
Hammer, do you mind starting the grave for this podcast? We'll meet up afterwards.
Oh my
I'll
God.
chisel out the tombstone and come on.
oh, that got me. That hit me in the giggle dick. That got me big time.
What did you just say?
Oh my God.
Oh, all right. Questions. Do we even dare going into community questions at this point?
We do. We've got 2 community questions. we sure do. So the first one is from Deviator.
Hello, caller. You're on the Choking Hazard podcast, the only podcast where the lights are up and the top is down. Who's your question for, and what is your question?
Without your revolvers.
Hello, long time listener, first time caller.
Long time listener. You just said in the chat
Long-time
earlier that you
listener.
didn't even bother listening. You just put them in the watch later, and that was it.
Yeah,
you're a
like
scumbag.
I've still got four to look through this time. I'm not sure what I'm on right now, but yeah.
Have you subscribed to the new channel, though? That's the
I
question.
have done, yes. I was
All
number
right, you're all right in
I'm
our
not
book
to tell
then.
you to leave.
I was
You're
number
in a-
47, so I got that.
You're in an exclusive club.
My question is kind of just an off-topic one. What's your favourite music artist?
Music artist.
Dead or alive?
Yeah.
My dog. No, I'm just kidding.
My dog learned to play the piano. And he
Jesus.
did a beautiful rendition of Piano Man by Billy Joel.
I'm too innocent for these kind of discussions. I can't cope. I can't do it. I can't do this anymore.
Oh man.
God.
Probably. Probably say the Notorious B.I.G.
Fair choice.
For me, it's Aerosmith. It has been for a long time, so they're always my default. There might be like other artists who I've listened to more over the years in terms of just my taste change, and I might listen to one artist a bit more in a certain period of time. But Aerosmith are my number one.
Gladys Knight and the Pips. That's what I'll go for.
Ooh.
Go for
That's
that.
interesting.
Wow.
That
My
or,
oh no, Diana Ross.
I really like
Oh,
Lionel Richie and the Commodores as well.
Oh,
Hello.
Yeah.
I know Richie and the Commodores.
The Gladys Knight and the Pips probably my favorite group of all time.
What about you, Hammer?
nice. Oh.
And back at Deviator, since he asked the question.
See, the problem is I sort of just drift between music types and whatnot quite a lot. I'm quite sort of fluid in that
Okay.
way. So my current favorite band is a retro wave band called The Midnight. Who
yeah.
nobody's ever heard of. Oh, Nos heard of them. That's
You've
good.
shared
But
it,
yeah,
or I think Jaji shared it with me.
Yeah, I love The Midnight. I think they're fantastic.
Deviator.
Doing coke? What
You're
is
asking the question.
My
back at me.
nose just started running.
We'll ask
for
the
some
question
reason.
back to the question asker. Go on.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, overall, I'd have to say Linkin Park. I do feel bad about their.
He's trying to hold it. Is he going to be able to hold the
It's
laugh?
fine.
Yeah,
It's
but
fine.
I was glad that I saw them live before Chester. But yeah, I did sort of agree with like the downhill that they went with their latest albums. I wasn't a big fan, but overall they are still my greatest artist.
That's an
Cool.
interesting taste.
Interesting
I don't
question. We should.
know many people where that genre of music is their favorite. You know.
Well,
When I was younger, I was a fan. I liked the Jay-Z Linkin Park mashup of Numb. I thought that was a great song.
Yeah, no, my uncle.
Yeah, but it's music like that for most people stays in that time period. I mean, I would even say Aerosmith to a certain degree. I think, for a long time, a lot of kids and teenagers have thought Aerosmith is like the best band they've ever listened to in their entire existence.
This way.
And then they grow up and listen to more music, and they still like Aerosmith, and that's great. But they have more taste. Not many people, I think, really truly consider Aerosmith to be their favorite band. So
I mean, I haven't grown up, so.
Steven Tyler is probably one of the greatest vocalists in rock and roll history.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I mean, you've got to think
You know.
they've made albums from the 70s to now. And their latest album was a few years ago. So, I like that the reason that they're my number one is because I like pretty much all of it, all the way through, and it's not just Walk This Way, and that's I'm kind of over that song, but there's lots of other stuff that I like a lot more than what would be considered their most known songs, I guess.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Are you
Kenny Wayne
going,
Shepherd though.
um,
Kenny Wayne Shepherd is like who I would say is my number one in terms of who I would choose to listen to the most right now. Like I say, it varies in and out. Aerosmith, I could.
Yeah, he's an
I was
excellent
there, but
guitarist. Absolutely.
Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
He's-
I think
so good.
everybody does that though. Everybody has periods of like a week at a time that they just listen to a specific artist, band, type, genre of music.
Just
Yeah.
stick it on repeat and just be like, yeah.
If you get a
Like,
chance to
I've been
go see
listening to-
Kenny Wayne Shepherd as well, excellent. Very, very good. Anyway,
Like I've been listening to Anderson .Paak, who's like a neo soul R&B kind of guy.
Oh,
Noah
that sounds
Gunderson.
Like something I'd like. I should write that down. Who was that again?
Maybe you might. I don't know. Anderson
know.
.Paak. It's Anderson, and then like the way he artifies his last name is .Paak. I love his album Malibu.
I'll check that.
It's a little
out.
hip hoppy, but if you don't mind that, like
Yeah, I mean, I have great respect for older hip hop and rap. I mean, this new mumble rap. I'm not a big fan of, but
Oh my
I have
God,
respect.
I can't.
I have
Lil
respect
Xan's
for
gonna
the
be fine.
entire genre of hip hop and rap, but what's currently big is definitely not.
Yeah.
I know there's a
I don't know.
specific song that Zexy plays every now and then that I can't handle it. I don't know what it is. I can't I've tried to block it from my mind, but
Oh, we need to know what song this is.
Do you know who it is?
It's a
Like who the artist is?
it's a female artist, but I don't know who it is. And it's like
I
this
hope you've
sort of
told her, because this is a song that could split up a marriage potentially.
no, she knows.
Well,
She
go-
knows.
Go ask her.
It's a
just-
rapper.
We need to know.
It's kind
This
of
is
like a rappy, hip hoppy type deal, I think.
Is it
but
Cardi B?
Is it Cardi B?
Oh, it might be Cardi B.
I don't
I
know.
bet that's
I
what it
genuinely don't know. It could be.
It's gotta
It's
be
just there's a
Cardi B.
specific song, and it's about. Oh, what's it about? It's about how she likes money over everything else.
Oh, yes,
song
that
is
is Cardi B.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah,
Which
she's
song
like,
is that?
I love morning six. I
Yeah,
like
that.
catching chicks, but
Oh
nothing
god,
in this
it
world.
grinds.
I love
Oh
morning-
my,
yeah.
it grinds my very
It is
soul.
It's not good.
I hate
It
it
is not
so
good.
much. Oh,
She sounds like a wonderful human being.
oh god.
She.
I can't stand anything. Like I can't stand the lyrics. I can't stand the tune. I can't stand anything about it. Oh,
It's not a good song. I don't know why. It's just
But
because
it's
she's
always
so
on the
popular
radio.
right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cardi B. I mean, Cardi B's done some okay stuff. I like that one song she did with Bruno Mars. What's it called?
She did a new one and the old one where it was like drop top Porsche, rolling
Yeah,
on my
that one.
wrist, diamonds up and down my chain.
Yeah, that one was really good. I like that one.
She makes like hits. She's not a real hip hop artist. Like
Yeah,
she
it's
just
like-
makes popular music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, we might have to come back to the whole music topic on a podcast episode.
I'll give you an entire history of hip hop if you need it, because when people say they don't like rap or they don't like hip hop, I'm like, there's somebody that
find
you,
some.
there's somebody that you will like. 100%.
I do. I mean, there's people. Dr. Dre is
Yeah.
one of the is it 2000? What's the album? 2001.
Chronic 2001.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite albums. I mean, it's great. It's so good. But I would say that there's plenty of other rap that I don't like. But that's the
Yeah.
same for all types of genres of music.
But
I think
people
you can
who
always
are
find
like,
something.
man, I listen to everything but country music, or I don't like that rap music. Those people are just doing themselves a disservice.
Yeah.
There's great
And
music in every genre.
You could say the same thing about like I would be one of those people that say like I don't like new country. I don't like the Luke Bryans and the Keith Urbans. Johnny Cash. Give me Willie Nelson. Give me older guys. That Doc Watson, stuff
So
like
you're,
that.
you're talking about that Bo Burnham sketch, Pandering.
Yeah.
You seen
Third
that?
row.
Oh,
Where?
I love that sketch. It's amazing.
Yeah, that was a good. It was a good.
It was a good bit.
Thank you for the question, Deviator. That was a good one. Interesting.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Who's
Outlaw
next?
country. Someone watches Archer.
Yeah. Outlaw country.
All right. So our next podcast question asker is an old podcast favorite. It's Mr. Mega Mario 64.
Hello, Mario. Welcome back to the Choking Hazard podcast. Who is your question for, and what is your question? And please don't be loud.
Well, we're gonna hope. Am I good?
Ooh, wow. A new leaf for the new
Oh.
channel. This is amazing.
It's a miracle, isn't it?
I can't believe it. I actually had to turn him up because I was already
Yeah.
default so low
Yeah.
from
I was
previous.
so scared I was
Yeah.
about to die.
Well, after last time I tried to see what happened. Yeah, Windows screwed up everything.
Of course.
Like,
I told
You
you.
always blame Windows.
But anyways, this is for all of you. This is more of a debate topic than just a simple question. But Jim Sterling recently did a video on this, how YouTube is going to start demonetizing channels based on the comments in their comment section. I'm not even kidding when I say
Yeah,
this,
I
if
saw
nobody
that.
knows about this.
I saw that.
I just want you guys to have a debate about it, talk about your thoughts. It just sounds terrible.
I mean, just as long as I still have access to my child pornography on YouTube,
God damn it.
with the monetization of the channels. Oh God, YouTube is in such a state.
God.
It's in such
Wow.
a state,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Bye.
Did you see that one video where the guy got to borderline child pornography in like 3 clicks from a fresh account? Like,
To be
have you
fair,
seen that video?
to be
Is
fair,
it- oh,
cookies
no.
exist. cookies exist. The internet, especially being in this industry now, where my entire job is finding out
What happened up here? Why are we all of a sudden in the West?
Where did that mustache come from?
I'm just trying to make some more money, okay? What happened?
This has happened like midstream. In the last 5 minutes, you've developed a completely different mustache.
What? What are you guys talking about? Jesus.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
I had to transform into devil's advocate, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
Like the guy who's all about making that YouTube money. We need more internet money.
I think you should shave your beard and just keep that mustache exactly like that.
There's a problem. There's somebody on my team at work that has a handlebar mustache already. He wears 3-piece suits every day, and
I've got somebody like that on my team at work too.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a proper. Do you remember? You guys probably don't remember. Do you remember Chip and Dale? Do you remember Monterey Jack with his crazy mustache? That's what his tash is like. It's crazy.
Okay, what was the question? Oh yeah, YouTube, and demonetizing channels.
Yeah,
for
this came for the bit of a backstory. This came from a channel where this parent uploads videos of her daughter doing gymnastics, and it's like, it's totally innocent. It's not. There's nothing.
Son, I think, bruv.
Say again.
Son, not daughter.
Son. Oh, I thought it was
his son.
daughter. Okay, sorry. It was his. Okay, so it's the parent's son doing gymnastics. It was like 5. Was he 5? Am I right with 5? I don't know. Young kid.
I don't know that much.
And
I didn't pay attention to it that much.
The comments are like heavily moderated. So
if I'm going to interject for just a second, look, if you are watching someone's kid that you don't know do gymnastics, there's something fundamentally wrong with you as a person. No one wants to watch children do gymnastics, period. Okay. But
what if you're involved in gymnastics and he's particularly good? It's like, say, we're involved in motorsport. What if there was a 5-year-old who was some like super crazy karting driver, and there's videos put up on YouTube of him doing races?
Okay, if you're the world's top young gymnast, okay. But if you're
I don't know the backstory to this person. I don't know how good this kid is or anything.
I don't either.
I have no idea.
I'm just saying, if you're watching other children, if you're watching children do gymnastics and you don't know the children or their parent, you're weird. I'm just gonna go ahead.
Okay, well, there's a way to look at it as well. But basically, it's meant to be very heavily moderated and all that kind of stuff, as you would expect from if the parent's going to be putting up videos of a kid like that. You want to make sure that it's all heavily moderated in terms of comments. I probably wouldn't choose to put up those kind of videos myself if it was me, but yeah, and the YouTube have demonetized all of those videos pretty much because of the chance
something that's out of the content
kids
creators'
being
control.
the chance of the kids being exploited or something like that, and the whole reasons that they've given for it are pretty flimsy when you look at it next to the fact that there's so much shit on YouTube of there's porn on YouTube. There's people trying to.
I remember when Spider-Man and Elsa.
Yeah, the Spider-Man Elsa nonsense that nothing gets done about. It's kind of just. It's YouTube is a cesspool in some areas, but they don't do anything about that.
What is up, invaders? It's mommy makeout day here on the beach. I'm gonna go molest some women that I paid to.
You did it incorrect. You gotta go. What's up, guys? What's up? You gotta have 17 bracelets.
Does he not call them invaders? Isn't that what it is? Because his name's Frank Invasion?
But either way, you gotta cross your arms every time. It's what's up, guys?
Yeah, now I will agree with you. Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's mommy makeout day. We're gonna find some newborn children, give them a stiff arm, throw them into the ocean, make out their moms. That's one part of it. Also, who's making the money on those channels with kids doing gymnastics?
It's the parents, obviously. It's the parents who's doing the entire thing.
Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner.
Hey,
I'm like,
remember that
Jeopardy.
one family where the guy like got his children taken away because he just like basically tortured them?
Daddy of five.
Prank. Yeah, that guy.
Scumbags.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally think it's ridiculous that I would prefer children to not make videos on YouTube at all. I mean, and certainly
I
having
agree.
parents put up videos of a 5-year-old kid doing gymnastics. I think, what are you doing? Why?
Spandex doing splits and shit. Like, come on, man.
I
Like,
mean, I don't know
it's
what the
weird.
videos are like. I haven't seen any of
And
them,
then
but
creeps. There was
Me
I
neither.
can't remember who made the video I watched, but it was this guy that like, he had a fresh, maybe it was even on a virtual machine, like fresh YouTube account, fresh machine, like everything, and he got there in 3 clicks, and like all the videos are just of like children, and then all the comments are like of timestamps of the children in compromising positions. It's
in
disgusting.
like Portuguese. But to be
Yeah.
fair, his first search, like he was actively trying to get to that point. I don't think anyone would organically find themselves in that situation. He was like, "Oh, let's Google or let's search up a bikini haul." Like a haul, like you're hauling something. Like, oh, let's new bikini. Let's click on what the youngest girl looks like, and then go from there. It's like, yeah, if you're looking to find it, you're going to find what you're looking for. It's the internet. You could, it's wrong.
Yeah.
But what can
that's
YouTube
true.
really do?
yeah, I think that's what the sort of the hypocrisy of what they're doing is that they've done this to this one channel that is probably on the safer side of what is on the entire platform, but they don't do anything about anything else. As that's what people are annoyed about, and it goes down the slippery slope of, okay, so now we are being if on YouTube you put up a video, it could get demonetized from what happens in the comments and what people might be doing and talking about it, but there's so much other nonsense that they don't do anything about, and YouTube's just a mess, to be
No,
honest.
Twitch is much better. Okay, listen. The titty streamer consents to the titties, okay? She consents. She knows what she's doing. Do you disagree with her method of making content and getting viewers? Sure. But at least this isn't someone exploiting children. Twitch is absolutely a better platform.
Yeah. She's exploiting the platform, not a child.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it's much different. That we could go down a rabbit hole and be like, oh well, Pornhub's not even, like eventually we're gonna be like, oh well, we're just in a terrible part of the internet. Some people would call it terrible, but
It's ungodly.
It's
I've
ungodly.
never seen content like this before.
if it's not in the Constitution, then I don't care for it. That's all I'm saying. Okay, we didn't land on the moon. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably not great that people have to suffer for freaks on the internet, but we're all just freaks on the internet. So
I've never done anything ungodly on the internet before in my life. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
only go to
church every Wednesday.
www.youtube.com to watch my Sunday sermons when I can't make it out of the house.
I watch Joel Osteen reruns on YouTube. That's all I watch.
Now that is a guy that exploits people. Okay,
yeah.
Joel Osteen is someone who exploits people's religion and
But
their
listen,
vulnerabilities.
he opens
Okay.
every sermon with a funny joke. Okay, so how you can't?
He should be a
dislike
comedian or something.
He just had that
Yeah.
dad joke command on standby.
Thank you, Mr. Mega Mario, for the question. I mean, it was
Yes,
gave
thank
us
you for the question.
a topic. for
That was
sure.
good conversation.
I mean,
Very
we're
well.
already down the rabbit hole of craziness, and we've just pile it on.
We're gonna have to dig our way out next episode somehow, but we're starting
We're
at
all
rock
in
bottom,
now.
so it's only up from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're that's exactly why we're going so low, so that we can climb. We can be better.
63
That's one of the
subs
things.
on the new channel.
That's one of the
Subwatch.
things that happened I don't care about subs. Just kidding. I care about all of you, all 63 of you.
Well, we still need another
That's-
37 to be able to get a custom URL. That's what I'm saying. And we've got
Go
150,
subscribe to
we've got
the channel,
150
go.
people watching right now live. What are you doing? There's 63 people who have
Yeah,
subscribed.
come on.
There's 150 of
Pull
you watching.
yourselves together.
What are you doing? Go subscribe.
That's something that happened between episodes. Was Kevin Hart getting kicked off the Oscars, right? Or was that before?
Oh yeah.
I
That-
don't remember. I don't know much about it. Why did Kevin Hart?
Because of tweets he
Why?
made like 10 years ago or something. I don't know what was it.
Yeah.
What did he even tweet?
Him and the Liam Neeson thing. Those are two
Oh,
things.
the
that,
Liam
like,
Neeson thing, yeah. Oh god,
Oh, yeah.
we can't go into all of that.
Yes,
My
we
brain
can.
will explode
It's on
from
a different
stupidity.
channel. Second channel, baby.
Second channel, baby.
I'm just saying, like, this goes off the back of what we were talking about, starting from rock bottom. We need to show that we can grow. But me saying that made me remember that nobody cares for growth anymore. Like, you can show that you're a different person today than you were 10 years ago,
Yeah, no one cares.
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Although
How
I
sad
don't-
is that?
I don't think it's necessarily no one cares, but it's the outspoken few who cause a fuss and want to be angry about
It's
something.
the radical left. All right,
The
let's
vocal
stop.
minority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the majority of people don't care what anybody else does or thinks, as long as it doesn't, hurt anybody or affect anybody. Then do whatever you want. I feel like 90% of people in the world think like that, but it's so easy to get dragged into either side.
You're
And
so optimistic. I want to be like you.
hey, maybe I'm
It was
naive.
just like-
I don't know.
With the Liam Neeson thing, it was like he expressed how wrong he was
Yeah,
to
it
think
was
that
deep
way and do that
remorse.
stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, "Holy shit, I can't believe that's what I was." And people are like, "Wait, so you're saying you're a racist?" He's like, "No. I said I probably was a racist." He's like, "So Liam Neeson's a racist?" He's like, "Wait, no, what? No." Yeah, that was like, it was kind of sad to see.
It's as if people don't
Yeah.
have the comprehension to understand what the nuances of things that people are saying.
Yeah.
It's a shame. But Apple Juice Minute. On a lighter note,
Really?
it's
Already?
that time if you've got something actually for us for the new channel, first time on the new channel. Technically,
I'm just saying, last month when I did this thing, I tried to act all high and mighty and hooty tooty. Oh, look at me, I'm drinking my white wine. Or what was it, red? I don't even know anymore. Who drinks wine? What kind of sissy boy are you if you drink wine, eh? Even if it does come out of a jug, the only jug I like is right down here. You know what I mean? So this month, I got myself something from the Brewers of Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn Defender IPA. I drink this because it defends me from having to talk to you gabagoos over here. Just saying. When I'm out in the city back in Manhattan picking up a nice piece of salchicha, I come back and I have a couple of these bad boys and I wake up on Sunday morning with a terrible hangover. So drink a couple of Brooklyn Defenders, throw some bottles at some people on the street, have yourself a nice Saturday.
Can I just say I'm having some real issues with the accent and the mustache combo.
Why?
Don't
all
really
the hipsters that live in Williamsburg? Are you kidding me?
Really?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
They don't have that accent, but they still live in Brooklyn.
Exactly.
oh, that was a good one.
That was good.
All right. How is it? Is it quaffable?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
This is I bought this for my own enjoyment, not for any
Okay.
half-assed attempt at a segment on a podcast.
Okay. Joke of the week time. Have you guys watched them at all? Have you got them loaded up?
My
Or anything? Have they done anything?
Can we just blow through this? I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of GTA.
You only do
I
it once a
don't
month
do it.
now, and you're more sick of it than you were when we were doing it once a week.
I'm so sick. It's so.
Are they all GTA clips? I haven't even
Oh, it's been a 5-minute race and I crashed. Whoa.
Oh, they are all
This is the
GTA clips. Yeah,
entire-
okay.
Okay, now you're just shitting on our entire podcast.
75 subs. There you go. Half of the people who are watching now have
Yes.
actually done something. I'm proud of
Good.
50% of you, and the other 50%. Ugh. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I don't mean it.
Leave. You probably
Thank you for watching.
probably just waiting for the choke of the week so you can see GTA clips. Morons.
Jesus. Oh God. And the entire
This
user base of
podcast
people who
only
came
gets
over
better.
from the main channel have just left immediately after that. All right.
We need to try to find a way to like start out as strong as the middle and end up being. Like I don't know what it is.
Right.
So we do have 3 chokes this week, as usual, and they are from GTA, and I guarantee one of them will annoy you. But I thought it was good enough to be in there.
Okay.
So
All right.
we'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Right, let's get these started. Let's go on screen. We've actually got Nos and ITT on the screen now as well, so you can see live reactions of Nos
Good.
being annoyed. Right, let's start it now. So we're in a Tropos.
Whoa, he's playing Grand Theft Auto, guys.
Was that Tropos?
Yeah, it's the Tropos rally. Rally. Why is there a silent
I like
E?
that
I don't
color.
know.
We're in second place. It's non-contact, so... Oh, back into first.
Yeah, non-contact, the most skilled of racing.
A non-contact rally, so you're
Oh,
hot lapping a
that's
rally.
a
race.
flip.
Oh shit!
Oh, it seems as though he hit the apex real good. I say that he.
Can you
he
be
is
at least
an
a little
apex
bit
legend.
enthused?
Well, this is as good as you get.
Damn, that sucks.
He actually genuinely hit the
That's right.
apex and flipped up. Alright,
That's
next one, Shataro.
Okay, this is some like meme nonsense here.
Oh, is this some rocket sort of back and forth type deal?
Shataro, this
You can
is
use your words.
Shataro's v my patience.
No,
That's what this is.
oh, that's...
Yeah, so he's bounced off a dead bike,
And
went
then
over
he's
the
dead.
checkpoint, and now
Oh.
he's gotten blown up seconds
Wow.
before.
He was in the
Damn.
lead, just about to win. Hits a bike
That's
that's
right.
just on the floor, not doing anything. Bounces over the finish line, and then gets blown up after that. That was pretty impressive. That was
It comes in
that was
If that
third.
happened to
impressively
me, I would
bad.
uninstall the game immediately. If
Yeah.
it wasn't already uninstalled.
that was impressively bad.
Good God.
So now
Alright.
we're in Saber Turbo Custom, holding second with a good gap as we head into the final lap of the video
Does
says.
this count as a chalk, being in second?
Well, you tell me, Mr. Second.
Just yeah, you can wait and see. You can see.
Oh,
Okay, so
we've-
he's went wide, hit a hill, he's upside down. That's not good.
he's turning
There's
around.
T.
There he goes into third. Now fourth, fifth.
Down and all the way to fifth.
It was a normal crash.
Okay.
Back to fourth, starts working on third, and then crashes again,
Oh, no.
and then gets
It's
hit by
almost
another
as if-
car. Should have been waiting for that, really. And then gets fourth place back
Maybe
again.
we'll see
All of
this
this
on
on the
Super
final. How long are
Cruise
these
or whatever.
laps?
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a 14-minute race so far.
3-minute laps, and he went down to from second to sixth, and then back to fourth, and
Is that a choke? I mean,
Yeah, he could have had second place and he crashed into the rock. That's caused all of the issues, I would have said.
yeah,
But,
the Rock wasn't his friend there. To be fair.
no.
Dwayne Johnson was not his friend
No.
ever.
He ended up having a multitude of issues after the Rock hit, I guess. But the Rock hit was the choke.
All right, let's get this vote done. I'm ready to leave.
God, we do this once a month, dude.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm just ready for the GTA portion to be done. I was having fun until now.
Just completely triggered. How are you going to be when we go back to old gen, or will that at least remind you of good times?
Yeah, that reminded me of good times.
Okay.
Those were good times, man.
Okay.
Troa teaching me the lines on North Loop. Those were
Oh
good
yeah,
times.
for the MCC season 1.
Yeah, and then I came last and disconnected. every race. Good times. Good times.
I have to say that last clip, Nos, it was between that clip and a clip from G-Fred, so I thought probably.
Okay,
Nos.
I would have left if
G-Fred comes up in Chuck of the Week, Nos is gone. So if you're watching live, I mean, considering that half of you haven't gone and subscribed to the new channel, I'm not expecting
subscribe
much.
to the new channel.
I'm not
Listen,
expecting much
go
to the straw poll either. But
with every new sub, my joy in life goes up by 0.5%. Okay.
Immediately goes
currently
down
at-
to 0 subs.
Yeah. I put a lot of work into that new channel, having to re-upload every single podcast and all the stuff from the pre-shows and the second channel of my second
Yes,
channel.
it was a lot of work.
It was. So go subscribe.
And if we know anything about YouTube, it's a platform that really rewards hard work.
Yeah, and it pushes the little guys as well. So we're gonna have a leg up on everybody else at this point.
Yes.
First 100 subs gets a radio voice shout out from Nos at the end of next month's episode.
Can we even track that? Who was
Nos
first?
just agreed to it.
We
No,
actually
that's a
we actually
Patreon.
can. We
That's
do
a
have a
Patreon
list of all the
reward.
people who've subscribed, but some people don't make their subscriptions public, so we wouldn't know those people. But theoretically, that is a
That'll
possibility.
be a Patreon reward once we get you morons paying us money.
Jesus.
I'll-
That's how you get them hooked. Call them morons. People love being abused, bro.
People do love being abused. Come on. I mean, do you know,
I know,
how
that's why I
many
said it.
terrible relationships are out there that are just great?
That's why I said it.
I'm done. I mean, this is.
I'm done.
Don't. Jesus.
There's no way.
Abuse me,
Look,
Daddy knows.
And now it's not me calling your fans morons. It's calling our fans morons. Okay.
Okay, so there's at least. I mean, it was never. At least it was never. You know, I was never doing it. I mean, okay, I'm
Well,
unmembering.
So, I mean, 151 people in chat at the moment, and only 46 of you could be asked to actually click the link and click a vote.
Viewer
I'm so
participation is at an
disappointed.
all-time low for the Choking Hazard podcast.
Yeah, okay, maybe I need to back my comments up. And look, I didn't. When I said morons, I meant it ironically, so therefore it's. That's as long as it's ironic.
Voter apathy is strong.
We'll do another rap battle at 1,000 subs.
Don't.
okay?
No, we won't. No, we won't. I don't agree to that. You can do
Yes,
it if
we
you
will.
want, but I don't
I'll
agree to
rap
that.
battle you.
You can rap battle each other. There you go. My rap
Okay.
battling days are done.
Or you two rap battle, and then I'll come in the middle with like some kind of country.
RKO out of nowhere.
All right, we're gonna have to go for the results then. Let's do it.
Okay, and just keep for the record, like, you didn't do anything except record my writing, bro. Like, I picked out the track. I wrote your lyrics. I wrote Mr. Boss's lyrics. You just like put it on your channel.
I know, but it was the cringe that I have every time I get reminded of that rap battle is painful. So I don't
Well,
want.
you should
It was
have rapped
great.
better.
No, I wasn't.
It was great. He would know. Bruffy did a great job, actually.
No.
If you listen to it, he was on beat every time, on with every line.
I think you're being way too kind.
No, you were. You were on. If you listen to the hi hat, is when on Shook Ones. That's kind of like when. Oh no, maybe not the hi hat, but the bass line. Every time it hits, you were on point with the last line.
Okay, I'll believe you because I want to feel better about myself. All right, what do we think is the choke of the week?
Was the hi hat one? No, the
I don't
hi-hat's
know
in
which one was the
Shook Ones.
stupidest. That's the one.
I
that's
like
gonna
the
win.
Tropos one the best.
Yeah, sure. I'll go with that one. Yeah.
I
That sounds good to
like
me.
the third one. I think not the third one. No, the second one. the clip flipping over the finish line because he was looking backwards.
I hated that one. There was nothing at stake. No, that's the one that won because it's the stupidest. There was nothing at stake, and it was a stupid game mode. I guarantee you, clip number 2 won. I guarantee you, 100% that is the one that won. So go ahead and reveal to us.
The problem with this is Nos isn't wrong, but you're not supposed to say that out loud.
He says the right what is true, but what we all know but don't say. Nos is saying it now, and that ruins the entire thing.
It is.
All right.
What are the
results?
In third place this week was choke number 3, which was The Incident with The Rock by Major Copyright. And of course, in first place was choke number 2.
See, I told you.
Choke number 2 was submitted by Bell Mason 1. So thank you very much, Bell Mason 1. You are terrible at that game mode that you were playing and shouldn't have been. Well done.
I'm just so disappointed in people.
Yeah, realistically, the proper choke was the first one. That was like the best example of a choke that we, tried to.
I did say, didn't I say that you would be annoyed with it? I did say that you would be annoyed with it.
Yeah.
And the person who did choke on the final corner of the final lap was R2X DJ. So thanks for submitting that, R2X DJ.
Who was it who submitted the original, the winner again?
Bell Mason 1.
Bell Mason 1, congratulations on being absolutely terrible at the game mode that you were playing and the fact that you were playing the game mode in the first place. I think
Indeed.
Look at Nas's face.
I just want to be done. I want to go to bed.
How about next month? Submit no GTA chokes or something. Try if they're good ones from other games, pick those. Hammer. I don't know.
Well, we can.
If you weren't chosen ever, submit again. Maybe it was a strong week.
Feel free to resubmit any previous jokes that you've submitted before.
Unless they're in G-Fred of these stupid game modes.
And if it is in other games, feel free to submit them. And
yes, if it's in other games, I implore you. Okay, I insist.
It doesn't have to be racing either. It can be, Fortnite.
We've had Fortnite. We've had Fortnite in the past.
We did have Fortnite. That was K-Dog Honda, right?
Clip.
Yeah, we could. I mean, something for a bit of variety. But he insists.
Trials Rising is coming out next Tuesday. Let's maybe you're about to get a world record.
Too easy to choke on that game, though. To be honest.
Yeah. This has been the weirdest podcast. I kind of agree with those sentiments, but it's new. It's all new. This is the new channel, the podcast channel. It's what this has
what
become.
came into my mind when you said that was a whole new world.
Yes,
that should have been choke of the week. With Will Smith as Blue Genie looking crazy.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I don't like all the negativity. What can I do? I mean, it's Nos. Nos brings it down.
The show is called The Choking Hazard Podcast. We literally reward people
for failing. Yeah, that's true.
What are you expecting?
Yeah, so next week we're planning to have Zexy as a guest. We haven't had a guest for a while, so
yeah,
it should be fun. And we'll
hopefully we can get Skype set up with her and everything.
Yeah, it should work.
She's available.
A lot easier this time than getting guests in the past. So next week, next month.
Yeah. Well, shoot her an email.
Yeah,
use our email.
I'll have my people contact her people. Next month.
Is that one of your gerbils or whatever you have? Contact
guinea pigs.
The other one.
Fucking hamsters.
I can't remember what are they again?
Guinea pigs. He literally just said it, dude. Open your ears.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
like
it's a whole new world. It is for the podcast on the new channel. We'll have done the first gaming night by then. By the next podcast, we'll be able to talk about how that went, and I'm sure we'll descend into the depths of hell once more.
I'm sure we'll find something to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you for subscribing to the new channel. If most people who are watching this will have been watching on the new channel. So if you haven't subscribed and you've just watched, click the subscribe button. Go watch the pre-show. Go see the dashboard. No, dash.
Yeah, the
dash reveal.
Yes. Yes, dash reveal.
Yeah, and that'll do us. Do you want to say goodbye, guys?
Goodbye, guys.
Later.
Goodbye.
See you all in a month's time, guys. Bye.